Welcome to our nutrition myth busting episode with so many half-truths and outright make-believe what it means to be healthy, losing weight, gain muscle, eating good. We are going to tackle some of those now. I know most of the time we do talk about fitness and working out, but you cannot outrun a bad diet. If you had two options, a perfect workout plan but the worst diet, or a perfect diet and the worst workout plan, the perfect diet would always come first and get you closer to those results and your goals. We're not just talking about counting calories or cutting carbs. We're diving deep into some of that nutritional science to uncover what matters to your health. Let's explore some of those truths to empower you to make informed choices about your health.
Welcome to Also Ninja Fitness, where we share our love for sports such as Ninja Warrior, Parkour, and Gymnastics to help you achieve the power, skills, and freedom of movement of the functional fitness athlete you are meant to be.
Let's unpack a big idea that losing weight means eating healthier. It sounds simple, right? Like choosing an apple over a bag of chips. But when it comes to losing weight, there is just a number, how many calories you eat versus how many you use. That's it. It does not matter where those calories come from. If you eat less calories than you use, you will lose weight. Even if those calories come from veggies or pizza, junk food does not matter. It doesn't mean you should only eat junk food. Losing weight just means eating fewer calories than you use. To be healthier is to make sure your body also has all the nutrients it needs. You can be in the best shape of your life and still have dessert every single day. And yes, I know that everyone is different and there are other factors such as medical conditions, but I'm talking about in general. Eating healthy and weight loss is a lot simpler than most people try to make it out to be. Eat less calories than you use, you will lose weight. That's it. That also means for weight gain, including if your goal is to gain muscle. You need to eat more than you use. There is no need to overcomplicate it. The only complicated or annoying part in that process is knowing how many calories you actually use. But once you know that number, that's really it. And you also don't need to count calories all the time. You just need to know an idea of how many of those meals are. We dive a lot into that in our free program that you can grab at our website at awesomeninjafitness.com, where it also provides you a free meal plan as well as a weekly meal plan that you can use forever. And we dive deeper into many of these topics. But for now, let's get back to what we were talking about. Calories are easier to understand or measure as there is a big number on most labels saying what the calories are, but talking about the nutrients of what your body needs, and that's what healthy means, not necessarily eating healthier and losing weight. Let's just cover briefly because this is going to give more context to the other myths that we are going to cover today. Ever wonder what actually fuels your body? Enter the powerhouse, macronutrients. Just like a car needs gas, oil, and coolant to run smoothly, your body needs its fuel. These are proteins, carbs, and fats, each playing a unique role. These are the things you need to know what's going into your body after calories. First up is proteins. From muscles to enzymes, proteins are everywhere, keeping things running and not just about building muscle. Typically, we're looking at 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of weight for muscle building, and even then that's more than you need. Next are carbs. These are your go-to energy source, lighting up your day, keeping your brain sharp, and making sure your body can move. These can come from pastas as well as fruits and vegetables. Then fats. Far from being the villains, fats are crucial for absorbing vitamins and protecting your organs. Understanding these macronutrients is like unlocking the secret of a well-balanced diet. Now, there are also micronutrients, which are all the other vitamins and minerals that you see on nutrition labels, and you hear about vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, the whole alphabet. If you have a good balanced diet, most of these things will be covered. And if you're not 100% sure, having a multivitamin can also be that extra insurance. And even then, if you're really not sure, get a blood test and that will confirm if you have a deficiency, yes or no. So to recap, your body needs nutrients to function properly. That's what we mean by being healthy. For weight loss, that has to do with calories. These macronutrients are the big pieces that you need to be healthy, as they each have a different role, which is important. If you cover all these macronutrients and you are within your calories, depending on your goal, you will reach your goal and be healthy. If you're not using our meal plan or app, then our clients tend to be about 0.5 grams to 1.5 0 grams of protein per pound of body weight, depending on your goal. And even then, that's a lot. 0.5 for maintenance, 1 for building muscle. Then if you can cover that and your calories that are left over, you try to get with nutrient-rich foods and even dessert if you want to. It's not just about how much you eat, but the quality and types of food you choose, of course. So as we dive deeper into debunking nutrition myths, keep these macronutrients basics in mind. They're key players in good health, and most of the myths surround these 3 big things. So our next myth is avoiding carbs to lose weight. And with the information we just went over, you might already know where this is going. Avoiding pasta and carbs is going to make you go insane and doesn't even make you lose weight. First, eating less carbs or more carbs does nothing for weight loss. Eating more carbs than you burn off results in weight gain, whether those calories are from carbs, proteins, or fats. Plus, carbs are essential for energy, digestion, metabolism, and more. Cutting out an entire nutrition group can lead to deficiencies and harm you long term. Even more is that carbs are a vast group of foods, which is not just bread. Fibrous carbs come from vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains are packed with nutrients and fiber. Starchy carbs include foods like bread, pasta, rice, and potatoes. They are more calorie dense, so it's hard to have them in large quantities, but that does not mean they're bad for you. It's the quality and quantity of carbs along with overall calorie intake that influence weight and health, not carbs as a whole. That is why a lot of diets that get rid of carbs are very dangerous. You are going to feel horrible and you might get results quicker, but most of the time it's just because you are actually following your calorie intake for the first time. So we talked about carbs. Let's talk about a different macronutrient that's probably more well known but still has an interesting conversation around it, which is protein. Do high protein diets harm your kidneys? And if that's true, what should we eat instead? And does eating more protein mean more muscle growth? And if so, how much? The myth that eating lots of protein can hurt your kidneys isn't true unless you already have kidney problems. Studies show that diets with plenty of protein are perfectly fine with no negative effects and even make you feel more full for longer, given few reasons why not to have more protein to your diet. Protein is also known for building and maintaining muscle. Recent studies have shown that you only need 0.6 grams of protein per pound of body weight to maintain muscle and about 1 gram to build muscle. You can get almost 30 grams of protein for the day in just a single scoop of a protein shake. So a lot of protein is okay for most people, and it can help you get stronger and stay full. It's all about finding the right balance in what you eat. This might not surprise most people. In my experience, I found that most people have a good understanding of protein. It was never seen as the villain in many diets and health. I mean, red meats have been attacked before, but in general, protein has been safe in that food pyramid wars. Let's talk about something else that is not safe in that conversation, in which are fats. The next myth is that fats are bad and will make you fat. But that's not the whole story. Let's dive into why fats are an important part of eating well. Fats make you fat. It's not as simple as it sounds. Fats are an essential part of a healthy diet, providing energy, supporting cell growth, and aiding in the absorption of vitamins and minerals. But not all fats are created equal. Healthy fats are the good guys. You'll find them in avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish. These fats can help you improve your cholesterol levels and lower the risk of heart disease. Unhealthy fats are saturated fats and trans fats, which you are trying to avoid. These are all the fats that can lead to health problems you have heard. Not too sure? On nutrition labels, it has the total fat as well as the saturated fats and trans fats. Yes, you do have to do some math, but the information for healthy eating is all there. Fats were one of those that just got such a bad rap, and so I don't know why they still kept the names. But again, I'm not a marketer for food or anything like that, and changing a completely big name in nutrition would cause a lot of effects. I get it, but it's more of the math part, because on the nutrition labels, you'll see the total fats and then you'll see the bad fats. So if something has high in total fats, that doesn't mean it's unhealthy, but it also doesn't mean that it is healthy. It's the only one that has a little bit of confusion. And we also know the effects that it's calories, not the food itself, that leads to weight gain and weight loss. If you want to know the idea of how many healthy fats you need in a day to be healthy, if you're a visual person, you would need about 2 avocados, which is one of the best foods for healthy fats. An easy way without worrying about fats is cooking with olive oil, avocados, which is also a healthy fat and also makes meals taste delicious. So in moderation, it doesn't take so much to go past the amount of fats that you need. But fats had a bad rap because of labeling. Let's address another common label that has been used a lot recently, which is the big buzzword of organic foods. Is organic foods healthier? Is that a better choice than non-organic foods? Organic means healthy, right? I guess that raises a more important question of what does organic actually mean when it comes to buying your food. Some foods have regulations in place to be called organic. In the US, organic crops must be grown without synthetic herbicides, pesticides, fertilizer, and GMOs. Organic livestock raised for meat, eggs, and dairy products must have access to the outdoors and can't be given antibiotics, growth hormones, or animal byproducts. Other foods have looser regulations, such as honey being organic because the nectar from the plants that are collected by the bees have the same criteria as the organic produce. In practice, this does not change much about the honey or the practices, just the price tag. Nutritionally speaking, studies have shown minimal difference between organic and conventional produce, and many other foods use this simply for marketing. And hearing big words like herbicides, pesticides, fertilizer, GMOs, they're all things that a lot of us make us feel bad. Like, it sounds scary, seems a lot of chemicals, but these are things we've been using for an extremely long time, and we have been doing many studies on those. That yes, sometimes we've had malpractices with those, but in general, food is one of the most regulated things that we check besides drugs. So in most cases, just using the word organic means marketing to raise prices, especially on foods that the criteria for organic changes almost nothing in the process. Even worse is using the word organic in marketing, such as saying contains organic flavors or organic ingredients, which means even less, because that doesn't mean anything. What is good is from an ethical standpoint, it makes sense for livestock if the conditions of these animals is something that you find important. Besides that, especially nutritionally, there isn't a reason to go organic in my personal opinion, but that's everyone's choice, not mine. Speaking of labels and buzzwords that have been used, something that's been used a lot more in the past now is detoxes and toxins, removing them from your diets. So having like a detox diet specifically. Are there any important lessons that we can learn from it? Or was it just another example of buzzwords and marketing? Detox diets are about eliminating toxins from your body, harmful things such as mercury, pesticides, and man-made chemicals, quickly improving health. Research shows that many detox diets can do more harm than good, leading to nutrition deficiencies, muscle loss, and even an unhealthy relationship with food. Plus, the liver, kidneys, digestive system, and even your skin are constantly working to filter out these harmful substances anyways. More water would do more good as it helps to transport nutrients and waste products through the body better than these diets. If you truly are eating foods that are making you feel bad, I'm gonna guess when you stop eating those foods, you feel better. Saying that it's full of toxins is labeling the wrong problem. These smoothie detox diets lead to weight loss mostly because calories are being tracked for the first time. There is no magic detox diet with research backing it up, or that toxins in our food are even a threat. If you are worried about these, focus on whole, minimally processed foods, and staying hydrated are healthier, more sustainable ways to support this. If detox diets were essential for toxin removal, then I don't know why they died out. In another episode, we're going to go over processed foods, as well as this also has a lot of misconceptions and bad labeling. Either way, I hope you can see that with your new knowledge about eating healthy, it's not as complicated as it's made out to be. Of course, there are some details that you can dive into more, but do you want to optimize your meals or get your food to help you reach your goals without slaving over it? I know what I would choose. It turns out that a lot of what we hear about nutrition might not be as what we thought, but here's something you can count on: solid, evidence-based advice and practical tips to make your nutrition goal simpler and more effective. To make it even easier for you and start making those healthy changes, We have a free program on our website at awesomeninjafitness.com. It comes with a 7-day done-for-you meal plan to kickstart your journey, plus a weekly meal plan that's yours to keep forever. No more guessing on what's for dinner. We've got you covered with nutritious, delicious meals that align with everything we've talked about today. So keep eating well, feeling great, making informed choices, and of course, stay awesome.